Luis Enrique's fresh era as Spain boss gets underway against England, but has he changed much? Luis Enrique begins his Spain reign against England at Wembley on Saturday with the weight of 3 underwhelming tournaments still heavy on the national sporting psyche. Sportsmail asks what he has changed, what decisions he still has to make, and what targets he has set a team full of youthful talent. He's always been full of energy and new ideas. Has he changed much? The first thing he did differently was the way he named the squad. Instead of reading out a list from a piece of paper at the press conferences Vicente del Bosque and Julen Lopetegui used to do, the Spanish Football Federation, RFEF, posted a short video of Luis Enrique writing the names of his 23 on a flip chart, energetically turning the pages and joking with his assembled coaching staff about standing for the national anthem before naming the players. And there were surprises in the content, not just the manner of delivery. There was no place for Jordi Alba, who has been Spain's first-choice left-back since before the 2012 Euros. And reliable Atletico Madrid midfielder Coke was another surprise omission. Anyone else in the old guard been given the heave-ho? Some decisions were taken out of his hands. Gerard Piqué, David Silva and Andres Iniesta all retired. The big question is whether or not he will stick with David of G. Dropped of G. Stand-in manager Fernando Hierro was pressured to do it in Russia after De G's mistake against Portugal. But he felt Kepa was far too inexperienced to come in. Now that Kepa is playing in the Premier League for Chelsea, that may have changed. Most commentators still think De G is the better goalkeeper, but Luis Enrique thinks he at least has a decision to be made. What will the formation be? He will go with 4-3-3. And can we put names to those numbers? Sergio Ramos will partner Nacho at the back. Dani Carvajal will start at right back and Marcos Alonso comes in at left back. Luis Enrique rates the Chelsea fullback very highly, and him being first choice is part of the reason for leaving out Alba, who it was felt would not take demotion well. Sergi Roberto comes into midfield after not even making the World Cup squad and will play one side of Sergio Busquets. On the other side will be Saul Niguez. Then it would have been Marco Asensio and Isco either side of Diego Costa up front. But with the former Chelsea man out on imminent paternity leave, Luis Enrique will have to choose between bringing back Alvaro Morata or starting with Rodrigo. So the winners of the Luis Enrique revolution are Marcos Alonso, Sergi Roberto, Saul and potentially Kepa and Morata. And the style of football? Not too different from the way that Lopetegui wanted them to play. Full-backs will be expected to give width so that Asensio and Isco can go wandering. And Sergi Roberto and Saul will be box-to-box dynamos. It's not a million miles from the way Chelsea are lining up this season, which ought to suit Alonso. Is Luis Enrique very different from Lopetegui? He's certainly done things differently at Spanish FA headquarters this week. He has banned players using mobile phones at the table in the canteen. And on Wednesday he took the entire squad into the center of Madrid to participate in a form of treasure hunt together.